Welcome to October 2021 monthly activation. It's lovely to be with you here again this month to help bring in and harmonize with the energy and information that is here for us, that is available to us, and that assists us in our growth towards our own light being. If you are new to these activations, I am Bree. I am your guide for today. And the way that these work is we start out with a drawing. And the drawing is a remote viewing tool that allows me to get access to the stream of information that I'm to bring in through for this session, for the collective and for the individual. And then we will arrive together with the breath and the sounds, and I'll use the sounds in a similar fashion as another remote viewing technique that allows me to read the information of the field and harmonize it at the same time. And we will go on a journey together at that point. So find a place where you can sit comfortably or lay comfortably. You may also want to have some paper and a pen to write down any insights, guidance, or information that you receive, as well as something to drink, because I suggest that you hydrate yourself before a little bit and after to help you retain the new information. We are made of mostly water, and these frequencies inform your being with new information, which is going to inform the water of your being, and you want to be able to maintain that. So by staying hydrated, it helps to eliminate the old water of the body and maintain the new water, the new programming, the new light frequencies that are here to support you in your embodied evolution. Okay, and away we go. So this is the drawing. This is what it looks like. And this is what came through while I was drawing this. This one was interesting because you'll see, I got an entire movie out of this one, a full story. So the first thing, the chips are going to fall. People scurry to pick them up like candy thrown to children. It was just like I saw, the scene was kind of gray and dismal, and someone threw, it's like when someone throws candy to the children in impoverished areas and they just scurry to pick up the candy or coins or whatever, right? That's what it looked like. There's someone standing to the side who yells, "Stop!" The groundlings look up wide-eyed, some still stuffing their face and gathering as much as they could. "Stand up," he yells. They pause, startled, unsure of what to do. I could see them kind of, do I continue trying to take what was thrown to me, the pittance that was thrown, or, do I listen to this man that kind of shook me out of myself a bit? So there was this scene where they're like staring at him and yet unsure of if they should let go of what they were scurrying to gather. "You are not chattel. Stand up. You are a human, Hueman, light being, a divine being of light. Stand up and shine." He waves his hands over the eyes of one woman gazing up at him, and in that instant the light returned to her glazed eyes, and the world she perceived a moment ago devoid of life, gray in color, filled with poverty, despair, and struggle, no longer appeared. She saw gold everywhere. Everything she gazed upon was abundance. Her body even emanated a golden glow, for she is of the same stuff, light. And as I'm saying this to you, the sun is reflecting off the wall at the other end of the patio, and it's this golden light that's catching my eye. It's harvest time. Reap the light God has sown upon your heart, the seeds of which you carry in every cell of your being. The light is there for your taking. Go for the gold. I'm going to go through that one more time. Here is the drawing, so you can take in the information while I read what came through. The chips are going to fall. People scurry to pick them up like candy thrown to children. Someone standing to the side yells, "Stop!" The groundlings look up wide-eyed, some still stuffing their face and gathering as much as they can. "Stand up!" he yells. They pause, startled, unsure of what to do. You are not chattel. Stand up. You are a human, a divine being of light. Stand up and shine. He waves his hand over the eyes of one woman gazing up at him. In that instant, the light returns to her glazed eyes. The world she perceived a moment ago devoid of life, gray in color, filled with poverty, despair, and struggle, no longer appeared. She saw gold everywhere. Everything she gazed upon was abundance. Her body even emanated a golden glow, for she is of the same stuff, light. It's harvest time. Reap the light God has sown upon your heart, the seeds of which you carry in every cell of your being. The light is there for your taking. Go for the gold. Wow. So when you look upon your world, through which eyes are you seeing? Are you seeing despair? Are you seeing fear? Are you seeing poverty? Are you seeing hunger? Are you seeing lack? Or are you seeing abundance? Are you seeing love? Are you seeing prosperity? Are you seeing compassion? Are you seeing community? Are you seeing innovation and inspiration? Are you seeing sustainability? Are you seeing harmony? What is reflected back to you is based upon the eyes through which you gaze the world. The outer world is a reflection of your inner. The light you see is a reflection and projection of the light you project. That is skewed through your beliefs and programming and mindset and paradigms. So we're going to polish that mirror today so that we can go out into the world and see everything with the eyes of light. Because that is who we are. We are light beings in a physical body. Your DNA are biophotons. They are biological light that transmit and receive information. And your physical body is the interface between your inner and outer world. And they are influenced by your beliefs. Bruce Lipton's seminal book, The Biology of Belief. I highly recommend you read that. Our thoughts influence our reality and the vibration that we emanate into the world, and based upon the laws of resonance, we'll receive. So when we can create a state of coherence, the light that has been sown upon your heart, and the heart begins to lead the way and create a coherent state, then that light can be received and transmitted unobstructed. And we can see the magnificence and the divinity of who we are and where we are, and create the world that we desire and that our hearts are calling us to. So from this place, let us arrive together with the breath. Find a place to sit down or lay comfortably. Feeling the breath as that life force informing the vibrational state of your DNA. Feel the energy of abundance, of gold, of light, of compassion, of forgiveness, of connection, of health, of well-being. Feel whatever stream you would like to embody. Feel that coming in with your breath. Each breath is like a wiper blade on your vehicle, cleaning away the windshield so you can see more clearly. Beautiful. And now bring that breath into the belly. Put one hand on the lower belly below the navel, where we bring that life force, that spirit into form, where we can bring our heart's manifesto into the world of form, bringing it in with the breath. Allow the belly to bring the breath in through the nose. And allow the belly to exhale the breath through the mouth. So the belly is the movement of the breath. Inhaling through the belly with the belly, bringing the breath in to itself. Beautiful. Even more, receive that life force fully. There you go. Even more, receive it. It's yours. There it is. Feel that connection with the breath. And then exhale. Let the belly exhale out through the mouth fully. Continuing this beautiful movement of receiving and giving with the breath. That circulation of movement. Without movement, there's stagnation. With stagnation, there's pain and obstruction. Life and light are constantly seeking to expand and move. Life is always changing and moving. And it's up to us if we move with it and allow it to move us. And trust it. There you go. There you go. Now I'm seeing a lot of embodiment happening right here with that deep connection with the breath. Beautiful. These are gentle breaths, but they're very powerful. It's just making a connection with your life force, with your gold. Right? And that heart of gold sits between the spirit of your lungs. So you flame the fires of your heart with the breath and you bring it into form, into being. There we go. Nicely done. So immediately I'm tracking like a lot of karmic and ancestral patterns around the way that we have been programmed to view the world. You know, a lot of times you may have ancestral patterns that have come up through poverty consciousness, for example. Maybe your parents or grandparents or great-grandparents grew up during the time of the Depression or the famine. Okay, and that memory has been passed down to you. So you carry on this memory in your vibrational state, in your DNA. Epigenetics talks about this. So we all carry the memories of our ancestors within our bones. But we are not beholden to them, just as we are not beholden to our own memory of our own lifetime. Some of the memories we are cognizant of, and many of them we are not. But we are still able and capable to free ourselves up from the memories that hold us back and keep us blinded to the magnificence of who we really are. There we go. And the mere willingness to do that is enough to raise yourself, to raise your vibration to the level of freedom, to the level of consciousness that you're seeking to live life at. And each time you open yourself up to perceiving the world with new awareness, it inspires you to perceive the world with even new awareness. So it's this beautiful golden carrot, which brings you back to yourself, really. And then you get this beautiful realm to play in to help you remember the divinity and magnificence of who you really are. And what you're really capable of. A lot of us don't allow ourselves the freedom or give ourselves permission to explore the possibilities of what we're here to create together, or what you're here to create. But the curiosity enough and that call and that willingness to ask those questions of what is possible begins you on this quest to your own divinity and your own light. There we go. Beautiful. Okay, there's a lot of things coming in all at once here. There's a clear, like, almost like a spear or a bolt of energy coming straight down, like a rod. And it has to do, interestingly, with agriculture and fertility. I'm seeing it connected to the land. So just as the land can be fertile or sallow, so can the environment of our mind. It can be fertile or sallow depending on how we cultivate it and how we nourish it. So how does your garden grow? There we go. So here's another ancestral pattern here. This ancestral pattern is around religious indoctrination. And this particular one that I'm seeing is another kind of disconnect or removal from yourself as a creator and as a powerful being that you are subject to, not one with. There we go, it shifted. Here's another pattern, an ancestral pattern connected to slavery. And slavery is not something that is relegated to the past, it is happening presently, and we are enslaved by our own mindset. We are enslaved by everything that we are perceiving if we allow ourselves to be subject to it, rather than being in control of our own minds. And in order to be in control of your own mind, you have to cultivate the practice of listening to the guidance of your own heart. Because the heart is the mind. It knows all of your deepest desires. It knows, it knows how to get you to where you want to go. It has the maps. And is capable of not only showing you the way, but leading you there as well. So slavery comes in many forms. And it is up to us, and it is this time that we are here to free ourselves from that, to free ourselves from the external constriction and the internal ones. There we go. And it is happening. The shackles are coming off, and we are witnessing that. Very exciting. This one's around music. So just as sound can be used to heal, these are very harmonic frequencies that are particularly designed to create resonant healing states of being as you receive them. Whether or not you can hear them, you can still feel them. Sound can also be used in detrimental ways as well, whether you hear it or not. Frequencies can be used to heal or to hurt. And so I'm just seeing, if you just even play your favorite song or sing a little tune or hum throughout the day to keep your vibration high, that's enough to shift and free yourself and to activate the light within. Your cells start to dance with you. There we go. The wind is playing with us too today. That feels good. It feels very powerful. There feels like so many more people are coming together. I've been tracking the events of the collective for quite some time now, and especially over the last year and a half. And it's been really amazing and inspiring and beautiful to see people coming together. They scattered, and now they're coming back en masse to claim their power, their sovereignty, their freedom, to claim their birthright. And it has wakened so many people to their mission and desire to serve and to have a positive impact on the world. And that's what this work is about. This is about the light coming through me to remind you of the light that is within you, so we can each walk this world, this path together across this world, being of service to one another and creating the world we want to dream into being. By being it, by being it. There we go. Beautiful. Breathing into the belly, allowing the heart and the belly to rise and fall at the same time. With each breath, breathing in the light of who you are, the light of the stars, the light of the sun, the light of the universe. Allowing everything that is not in resonance with the light of who you are to disintegrate and fall away. There's so many elements here with us today who are communicating and singing and playing. I have an orchestra with me. Your body is made up of liquid crystalline matrix. And the light that emanates from every cell of your being projects itself out into the world like a beautiful rainbow. You are a walking prism. Wow. Wisdom of the chimes. So the first thing I saw was this beautiful baby who just came into the world, and you know that glow that babies have. There's just this amazing, clear, resonant aura, this brilliance of light, because they are pure, prismatic beings reflecting the full spectrum of light of who they are. There is nothing blocking them, right? And then it took me to the end of life, when we see the light at the end of the tunnel, and it was that same light. It was that same light that they were headed towards as they were leaving light. So they come into the world with light, connected purely, no blocks, pure light, and they leave the world headed to the light. So what happens between these two ends? I saw this rainbow connecting. So as we move through life, once we become old enough to be told how to think, what to do, even before we're even speaking, we're being programmed. But there becomes a point where we are conforming to cultural, to the culture, to the religion, to the education, to society, to our parents. What, we know what all those are. So, and that dims the light. The light is still there, but then the prismatic aspect of your being becomes blocked. Right? It starts to go dim, it becomes hazy. So the light isn't projecting in its brilliance as it did when you were born. It's still there, it's just become kind of dimmed down, the prism, the crystalline of who you are. And so what I saw was, in order to maintain this rainbow bridge from birth to death, we have to walk the rainbow bridge. And it is our heart that leads the way. The heart has all the colors. The heart is the bridge between life and death. Our heart begins when life begins. Our heart begins beating. And our life ends when our heart stops beating. It's our heart that's guiding us. And it's up to us to how clear a projector of this prismatic brilliance that you want to be or not, which is who you are. But you have the ability, the capability, and the power to restore yourself to that clarity of perfection of light. And within that is all your gifts and the essence of who you are and your path and your purpose and what it is you're here to do and to be of service to the world. It's all contained. And then I saw the rainbow bridge, which we commonly speak of when our fur babies pass away. And they're perfect reminders of that light in its purest form. You just look around at the world, at nature, and that is the reminder of what I said at the beginning when she looked around and the world was gold. That's that light of who you are. It's ever present. The rainbow of who we are is ever present. We are a walking rainbow. Our chakra system, right, is we embody these spectrums of consciousness and vibrations of light within our very being. We are that. And then after seeing all of that, it just kind of honed it back to the heart again, which was really beautiful. So thank you, dear ones, for joining me on this monthly activation. I'd love to know what your experience is. Be sure to write down your guidance that you received, anything that came to you during this session. You are welcome to use this as often as you need, because each time you revisit it, it is a new experience. It is never the same experience twice. You are never the same each time you take it. So these are here for you to use whenever you need. Stay hydrated to retain the information that you are receiving. Keep your vibes high, sing a little song, and may the quartz be with you. Thank you all for coming together to harmonize the nature of oneself, and I shall see you next month. Blessings. Look, he knew it was over. He knows the routine. Blessings, everyone.